Hello Hornets, today is Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. Today is a nice sunny day and we are trying our best to enjoy the weather. This week in film history, Paramount Pictures was founded in 1912. And not only that, the first James Bond movie, Dr. No, premieres in the US in 1963. Even though today is Friday the 12th, don't forget this Friday is the 13th, and the movie came out in 1980. JV and varsity cheerleading trials will begin on Monday, June 5th. Please check out PV's cheerleading Instagram at PV Cheering for more information and any questions, email Miss Paracelli. Self-promotion. PVTV took first place in the Passaic County Film Fest PSA category for their PSA on mental health. Congrats to all those involved. Oh, and guys, please remember, Mother's Day is Sunday, so make sure you do something special and nice for your mothers. Next, let's go to our digital journalism class as they explore Miss Vass's darkroom.
I'm Mrs. Vassa, and I'm the photography teacher here at Passaic Valley High School. We have a full 12-station darkroom here. We're one of at least 40 high schools in the state that still has a darkroom. I think film and all analog processes are incredibly important because they are standalone art media. When digital came into three-dimensional art or two-dimensional art like drawing, it didn't replace the analog processes, and that's the same with photography. When we work in the darkroom, it teaches you to slow down, pay closer attention to the details, appreciate your surroundings more when you're shooting.
I've gained confidence in my creativity because I take pictures of things that you wouldn't even think would be photography worthy, but everything is beautiful in its own way because it's yours.
I read a lot about photography, and there are a number of professional photographers out there who have dumped analog for digital in the past and are actually returning to film. Film analog processes, they better inform what you're doing as a photographer. Even if it's just a hobby, there's a totally different aesthetic to film versus digital. And the students really enjoy the newness of it. You know, it's interesting. There are students who are really good in some media, and the camera, the film process doesn't click with them. And so the flip of that is there are some kids who think they have zero talent in any other art media, and they really excel in the darkroom. It's also a really calming place, and I think kids enjoy coming here to work in the darkroom because it's relaxing. It can be stressful when things aren't working out. And stations 7, 8, 9, and 10 are for crying when things don't work out. But eventually, because I don't let you give up, when it works out, you feel really successful. It is a legitimate art medium in itself. So I think getting rid of any art medium in a school is a mistake because each different art medium has its own benefits. We don't have the same benefits as digital. We don't have the same benefits as sculpture or drawing or painting. It's a standalone art medium. Benefits, it really teaches you to just pay closer attention to the details and to not rely on a delete button. You have to be more conscious of what you're doing when you're shooting film because you will not see the end result until you're away from that setting, you're back here in the darkroom, and you're developing your film. So you really have to pay closer attention to your surroundings and slow down a bit. It's really fun. I had one girl this morning, she came out of the darkroom with her test strip and it was really sharp and perfect. And I saw the look on her face and the satisfaction. So that was really good. But then when she did the full print and she came out with it, it was so sharp, and there were like 4 or 5 of us standing around her with her print in her tray, and there was such pride that she had. So that's I think that's my favorite part of it. And when it comes to art show, because we're a mixed class, we get all types of kids. Seeing teachers and classmates seeing what their classmates or students did and seeing that they had that ability and talent is really nice. I think there are some surprises. Because there's a lot more variety in analog. And with analog, if something's going wrong, generally I can usually fix it. I don't have to worry about a slow network. I don't have to worry about a program loading slowly because we know Photoshop takes a while to load. Basically, there's a lot of DIY that I like to it, but there's a lot of stuff where if there's a problem, there's a really easy workaround. And I like that problem solving that doesn't exist in digital.
PV Theater's rendition of the Broadway musical Mean Girls opens tomorrow, May 11th, and runs through Saturday, the 13th. Each performance is at 7 p.m. You can find a link to buy tickets on PV Theater's Instagram. Let's take a quick look at what's to come.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Shue, and I'm the director and producer of the Spring Musical. This year we're using projections for the first time, I think, in PV history, where we have rented the Broadway projections and are doing a whole new spin on a show on our stage. But it's just a lot of fun, a lot of dancing, and the kids are excited to put it on.
I'm Kira Hirona. I'm a freshman and I play Katie Heron. She's very awkward and nervous, and then throughout the show she kind of gets more like, I don't know, she gets more rude and sassy. Now that we've gone more deep into like the rehearsal process and practicing every day, I'm just really excited.
I'm Mallory Sestone. I'm a senior and I'm playing Regina George. It's hard to get into character. I work on thinking about maybe where she's coming from, why she's saying that, what's she thinking in her head, who is she judging around her mostly. She has these little quips that make her so fun to be around. And I like to think about who she's like attacking in the moment and what she's thinking about the person that she's speaking to.
To the cast crew of Mean Girls, Break a Leg, and Hornets, it seems that's all we have for today. Have a great day.